You. What's happening? What's happening, people? Zero people. That's what happens. You're not stream enough. What's up, Eleanor? What's up? Yeah, I'm kind of tired too. Hopefully I can last for a full stream. Don't be sad. Nah, I'm not. I'm not. Yeah, I mean, you're only streaming once a week. Yeah. I try to stream at 3 o'clock every Sunday. The work will calm down, and hopefully I get looking for a place near where I work. So I'd like to go in my room where the air conditioner is, but it's so fucking loud. It would be too distracting. So it's kind of hot down here. I should probably go up my fan down. Yeah, but what the fuck? Yeah. So Eleanor, do you know who Nick Rekeita is? Rekeita Law on YouTube? Do you know who he is? Do you know who Nick Rekeita is? Rekeita Law on YouTube. Rekeita Law on YouTube. I don't know who Nick is. Well, thank you. Sour boys. Good thing you got sober before we got to see you jerk off on stream. Well, Nick Rekeita was a pretty successful YouTuber. He does, he covers the law. He's a lawyer. He covers trials mostly. And he drinks during the stream, and he's got a bunch of kids. He's got like 5 kids, and I think his pastor told the police that he's doing drugs in the house with his children. Police came, broke down the door, and found a little under an ounce of cocaine. They found some, what the fuck did they find? They found ketamine pills. He's kind of, he's a little bit fucked. He found 26 grams of cocaine. Now, if it was under 25, it would be a lesser penalty. But I think they weighed it in the bags and the vials and all. So he could probably get that knocked down. But Chris Kroll said, I followed Nick during the Rittenhouse trial. Yeah, he was good for that. Yeah, and supposedly he got caught jerking off on one of the streams. That's a bit embarrassing. How did that get there? I don't know. Well, he probably bought that amount of cocaine because it's cheaper if you buy it in bulk. Yeah, well, that same thing might have happened to me because, I I was always holding on to a couple 100 hits of acid. So I bought it in bulk too because it's cheaper. I didn't buy it to sell it. I bought it because it's cheaper. Get 100 hits for like $200. Yeah. It's a lot of cocaine. Yeah, well, like I said, he probably bought it um because it's cheaper. Yeah, but I was thinking, I feel bad for the guy. He's got kids and all. He's only in his 40s. He's a lawyer, never been arrested. Well, I'm kidding. Do that for charge because you can't be doing drugs around guns. So he'll get his gun rights taken from him. The guns will be confiscated. Well, they already were. And, they might suspend him as an attorney. I don't know. Yeah, but I'm glad I got sober because I think it might have ended up like that for me. I mean, I might have passed out on stream again, and some dickhead had the cops come. You know what I mean? So if they came here now, they would find nothing. So fuck them. Sorry, boy said it's a shame that a thing like that happened to him and not someone like David Pack. But nobody knows where the White House code came from. Yeah, well, they know. They just don't want to fucking admit it. That's Hunter's fucking cocaine. They know who's fucking yayo it was. You hear the music? I'll tell you what, man. You live in a black neighborhood, they don't give a fuck about the next person. They think nothing of setting their speakers outside their door and blasting music. They think nothing of it. There's no consideration for other people. It just isn't. Yeah, you can hear the beats, yeah. And I don't have the windows open over here. If I had the windows open, yeah, it's just unbelievable. You go on the bus, inevitably, at least one asshole is playing their cell phone. They just don't give a fuck about the next person. Yeah, well, consideration isn't a lot of black folks' best trait, you know. And if I were to say something, they would be genuinely offended, because once again, the only people that matter are them. Yeah. So you're gonna have that Trump verdict this week. They're gonna find his ass guilty of something. I fucking guarantee it. They're gonna find his ass guilty of something. He's gonna be guilty of something. Yep. Guilty, guilty, guilty. Trump is the only hope to not be on this mad trajectory anymore. Well, see, I think, I hate to be pessimistic, but I think the liberals will win. They will turn this country into some kind of hybrid form of communism, socialism. Um, that's what they're going to do. Because if even if Trump wins, he only gets 4 years. So who's going to be after that? Like, all you need to get is another rhino in there, and that's it. Or somebody without the fortitude of Donald Trump. I mean, look what they've done. Look what they're doing to him. I mean, and that's to let other outsiders know you know you come play with us. You got to play ball. I mean, Trump will just be a zip on the fucking radar screen. Happy first anniversary, Jimmy. Metal, yellow, first red. All right, thanks. What's up, eccentric poet? How are you? Do you think they will try to delay, postpone? No. They keep saying that, but no. I mean, unless there was a war in this country, which I doubt that's going to happen soon. But hey, you never know. But I think they're going to do the same exact thing they did the last time, and they're going to have all these illegals voting. That's why they're here. Okay, how are you? I'm good. How has the year been? Well, to be honest with you, coming down to this recovery house wasn't the smartest move I made. I have been to an AA meeting in a couple months. I don't think I'm going back. I'm fucking sick of the scumbags that I encountered in this house, and I mean, there's scumbags everywhere in life, but there's a higher concentration of it in the 12-step fellowship. So I just, I just don't think I want to go back. Also, I want to stay sober. I was considering tripping again and going hiking, but I don't know if I'm going to do that either. I don't think I'm going to. I've had enough of it. I've never gotten in trouble tripping. You know what I mean? Like, it's never caused me any heartache. I did have a panic attack one time, but that's because I did too much. I did a high dose, and I was actually the best trip I ever had. Believe it or not. Today is actually tomorrow. I'll be off work tomorrow. I'll probably stream. It's Memorial Day, which is actually to celebrate the people, the veterans that have died for the United States. But most people don't realize that. They think it's just a day where they barbecue. Most people get paid for that day off. I'm not. Yeah, isn't that nice? Chill Canucks barbecue. Yeah, I hate the neighborhood I live in, Eleanor. I fucking hate it. I hate it. I try not to go out at night because I have one of these fucking porch idiots fucking trying to rob me. So, yeah. It's a day of reflection. Well, most people don't see it that way. It's supposed to be honor the veterans of wars, people that gave their lives for the country. Yeah, but I can leave whenever I want. I'm the only one living here. There were 3 other guys living here, and they dicked Chris. They just up and left to some Oxford house, and they stole the cat. They took the cat with them. Yeah, great guys. So, yeah, Yeah, I can leave anytime I want. I'm not beholden here. I'm the only one living here now. He has to give the landlord 90 days. I suspect he's already done that. You know, it was like that. Why they all leave? Well, they went to this Oxford house. They're paying the same amount of rent as here, but they got their own rooms. And the Oxford house basically doesn't have any rules. Although they are supposed to stay sober, the guy that tried to get me in it says to me, I mean, you can get high here, just don't stumble around the house. So that was one of the things that turned me off about it. I was going to move there. And by coincidence, they met the same guy and they had 3 rooms available. So, yeah. I'm kind of glad it happened because I just no longer want to associate with scumbags in any way, shape, or form. I just, I don't like most of the drug addicts and alcoholics are deceptive people. They're liars, they're manipulators, they'll talk behind your back, make shit up. So, I mean, I hated it when I was getting high because I just don't do that shit. You know what I mean? And not that I'm some great person. I just ain't built that way, and I don't like people that are. But it would have been very difficult for me to go to many AA meetings anyway, because I don't get home until 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. So sounds like temptation. Well, I mean, apparently it was a bad place because the guy that tried to get me moved in, he knows that they stole that cat, right? And he's allowing that. So, and one guy masterminded stealing the cat, but the other 2 guys are complicit. Like they didn't try to talk him out of it. They didn't try to bring it back. Yeah. They'll tell you, oh, I had nothing to do with it. And yet the cat is walking around their house. Right. So, yeah, they stole the cat. Yeah. Yeah, they left with only a few days' notice, which, I mean, I've done it. It pissed Chris off, but, they're not beholden to him, But then they go out on a humbug, they steal the cat. It's just, And because Chris is a dickhead, it was easy for them to do it. You understand? Because they don't like him. Chris don't know how to talk to people. So, he gets angry. He's a complete fucking idiot. Yeah. I understand. It was like that when I lived in Birmingham. 4 p.m. home was likely to be accosted with a knife. Yeah, I don't know that I'm likely to be robbed down here, but yeah, more of a chance here than where I used to live in the suburbs. So, believe me. I lived in a black neighborhood in the suburbs. It's much nicer than around here. It's at Elkins Park. The neighbors were friendly. It was a totally different vibe. Shitbag stealing a cat. Yeah, it's like, yeah. I've had that cat for almost 11 months. Like, the fuck do they think they are? I guarantee you, at least one of them has not stayed sober. They've been gone about a month, a little over a month. I can almost guarantee you, at least one of them went out and got one. It would not surprise me one bit. Yeah, I'm trying to stay. I'm trying to stay sober. You know what I mean? Right. what kind of asshole steals a cat? Tim Pool's another asshole. He stole a cat. I think it was weird then. I think it's weird now. I called the cops on him. Well, that's what I told my buddy Chris to do, because he actually owns the cat. He paid for it. And he's like, no. Jeremiah says, congrats on being sober for a year. Thank you, Jeremiah. Yeah, it's really no big deal being sober for a year. The smoking, man, I don't seem to be able to quit. Some guy tried to tell me the other day, smoking's not an addiction, it's a habit. I'm like, what? Smoking is an addiction. It's nicotine addiction. U.S. Army Division for the Liberation of Palestine. Nelson. Yeah, poet. I told him to call the cops too. Yeah. Tim Pool stole a cat. Don't beat yourself up about smoking. Yeah, well, it might just kill me. I'm having breathing problems. Yeah. It's a cat. Unless you're super attached to it, fuck it, let them have it. No, I think they should face some consequences. But it's not my cat, so I'm not going to do anything about it. But somebody else might, and I have no sympathy if something does happen. So none. Yeah, Tim Pool's having Trump on his show. Yeah, I think tomorrow night. Right? Yeah, 27. If you used to be an addict, it is a big deal. Don't sell yourself short. I know it's just a date, but it's a big deal, brother. I never thought of a long time sober is a big deal, because I knew plenty of people in AA who are sober for 20 years who are the biggest dickheads in the world. So to me, it doesn't really hold a lot of, I mean, I was 5 years sober at one time. I've had a year 3 or 4 times. So if that's, if staying sober for a significant amount of time really meant something, then I wouldn't have relapsed. So yeah, Trump will be on Tim Pool tomorrow night, I think. Yeah. So yeah. Well, see, Trump's going there because Tim paints himself as a libertarian now. Yeah. Whereas before he was on the left. I think he actually voted for Trump. He didn't cover anything about the election. You know what I mean? The 2020 election. I can't really talk about it, but yeah. You know what I mean? Tim Pool basically largely avoided that. Yeah, his employees sued him, and stealing the cat was one of the things listed. Did they get it? Did they get the cat back? Wow, I didn't know that. You got to be a special kind of dickhead to steal a cat. You know what I mean? You really do. You got to be a special kind of dickhead. I mean, yeah, they got it back. At least the smoking keeps you thin. Yeah. Well, yeah, they got it back. Okay. All righty then. It probably took them a couple years. Yeah. Fucking idiots. I just can't believe it, you know. So Trump went to the Bronx. 25, 30,000 people. I heard the liberals all trying to say it was only a couple thousand people. I've never seen a fat person smoking. Really? Come to the UK, those are fatties smoking. Did you see Trump getting booed by libertarians? So what? But libertarian means nothing. Will they get 3% of the vote a year every presidential election? It means nothing. They don't hold any significant sway at all. If the cat is an outdoor cat, it will choose which home it wants. How far did these pussycat thieves move? Less than 2 miles, but the cat really wasn't an outside cat. So I just, Jimmy, will you live stream the election? Probably. Yeah, I'm going to do something. Yeah, it's going to be, I'm telling you, there's going to be an instant replay of 2020. And now you're going to have the added bonus of 10 million illegal immigrants voting. That's what they're going to do. They're going to push them all to vote. You got fat meth heads, huh? Catastrophe. Molly Z, how you doing? Thanks, Molly. Seen you in a while, Molly. So, all right, let me smoke a cigarette. Go the fuck outside. It's nicer out there anyway. Well, actually, it's getting hot. Here's where the landscaping gets tough, The fucking the heat. Right around now, it starts to get hot and stay hot. Although this week it's temperatures in the 70s coming up. Since she's finally off work Saturdays and Sundays. Nobody's conceding the election. They always lie about Trump, like the Ukraine war that was supposed to be over ages ago. Ukraine beating Russia, it's not looking like it. Yeah, well, See, Russia could have decimated Ukraine whenever they want. That's not what Putin wants to do. They could have ended that war the first day. It's not what he was trying to do. Molly says hi to everybody. The whole Palestine thing. Somebody asked me the other day, who do you stand with, Israel or Palestine? I said, I stand with America. That's who the fuck I stand with. Fuck giving money to Israel. Why should we? Or Ukraine. So we're $34 trillion in debt and we're giving billions of dollars away. How does that work? How the fuck is that even possible? It's nuts. Jimmy, you should come down to Missouri for a cozy. Yeah, okay, Nelson. How's everybody been? What I miss? Nothing. Did you hear about Mo? You know who Rekeita Law is? Nick Rekeita. Remember him? He covers trials. Police raided his house. 4 of his 5 kids were there with the mother, and he had like almost an ounce of coke. They found ketamine pills. I don't want us giving that money away. It's out of control. Yeah, but you owe 34 trillion. How do you come up with 100 billion? What was it? Almost 100 billion they gave away to Taiwan, Ukraine, and Israel. Yeah, it's all over the internet, Molly. It just happened a couple days ago. Yeah. I mean, he'll probably have his law license suspended. I don't think he'll do any time, especially like they found 26 grams, and that puts it into a different category of crime. So if they can get it to under 25 grams, then that's much better for him. And I think that they will, because a lot of this stuff was weighed in the baggies, and there was some vial they found with 5 or 6 grams. So, I mean, a baggie's a gram. So, they found 3 baggies and a vial. So, and I guarantee the baggie with there was a baggie with 18 grams. That was probably a bigger bag than your traditional sandwich bag. So, he'll probably get that amount under 25 grams. He only needs a gram to come off. So, and like I said, all them baggies are at least a gram. So he's got at least 4 or 5 grams they can knock off. Right. I think I agree. I think it's distraction more. They've been fighting for centuries. The money thing is legal money laundering for governments. People who need it never see it, right? Where can you even find coke anymore? Well, I mean, most of the shit they sell on the street now is, all drugs are cut. I mean, that's why I was doing alcohol, mostly Xanax, and I was get prescriptions from people. They're prescribed stuff, so I knew it was real. And LSD. No, nobody cuts LSD. It's too minute of a thing. Yeah, because now they're putting that fentanyl in coke, and putting it in pills, putting it in weed. Like, Rekeita Law. Rekeita. Rekeita Law is the name of the channel. Nick Rekeita is the guy running the channel. He's got like 500,000 subs. On 4chan, they have a hilarious post saying Chris Chan sent Rekeita a medallion imbued with weirdo energy, and after Rekeita put it on, his life exploded. Yeah, I was watching Mr. Medicor last night, and he showed you the clip where he put the medallion on. Yeah. Rekeita sounds Jewish. I don't know. I've watched him during the Johnny Depp trial. Yeah. Yeah. That shit is scary, and getting cut and almost everything, right? Jimmy, how did you get the idea to start live streaming? From the Hard Bastard. He kind of inspired me to. Plus, I like to make people laugh, and I tried my hand at comedy. You just got to be. You can toil laboriously in comedy for years and not get anywhere. You know what I mean? And the best most of these guys do is they work a regular 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, and they travel to another state to a motel that has a bar, and they stay there for the weekend, and they do a couple shows. and they get, they get a cut of the door. But I can make people laugh from right here if I want. You know what I mean? So I think I was much funnier when I first started my channel, but lately I haven't been that funny. I don't think. Don't wear medallions when I'm taking from this shit. That's why I stick with herb. Well, you got to watch the herb now, Molly. There's people dying from smoking a joint because they put fentanyl on it. Yeah. Jimmy, you were also more organized. I don't know about that. I'm. See, I never do research for shows because I never had the time to do it. I really did. So I just do more like a free flow. I talk about what I want to talk about. I talk about what you want to talk about. I show videos you want. I show videos I want. I think I'm the only one that really does that. Your golden age is when you had the fuck Biden flag in the background. Yeah. Same, as long as the herb deal is only weighing herb, most times the scales is where it gets on herb. No. They're putting it in marijuana. That's China trying to kill us. Yeah, they're putting it in marijuana. Homegrown herb or the medical marijuana. Medical marijuana ain't gonna have fentanyl in it. Yeah, China again. And when you mod it, Nina. Yeah. According to the latest studies, microplastics are found in every animal and human testes and placenta tested. If we can use fentanyl to clean out the plastics, what the fuck is the point of that? Good thing I've never heard of Chinese herb. No, you're not getting it. I'm telling you, some of the herb on the street is tainted with fentanyl. A lot of the pills that they sell, MDMA, Xanax, whatever, people that press out pills, a lot of that's has fentanyl in it. We got to get the plastics out of our balls. Okay. Okie dokie. First, they got all this fucking. Let's see something here. Up, the junkies are back at it. Here is Kensington Live. Look at it. Look at it dude with the pants down. He just woke up. Wow. I've never got that bad. I can tell you that right now. Look at that shit. Now the mayor just cleaned up Kensington Avenue, which would be, see, they're right around the corner, but up in that upper right hand. Well, no, I don't know where they are here. Where the fuck are they? Is that on the avenue? I don't know where that is. What the fuck is that? It looks like K&A, but Cam 3. Yeah, the new mayor, the black female mayor, promised that she would clean up Kensington, and to her credit, they did do a big cleanup, got rid of all the tents and all, but they just pushed them further into the neighborhood. Now they're off the main avenue, but wait a minute. I'm trying to find out where this is. Wow. Well, it's Biden's America. Yeah, it is. Fuck him. Get him out of there. Yeah, I'm amazed that they let that go on. And then there's people against locking them up. And Trump, I think Trump was like, basically, they're going to be offered services. If they don't take the services, we're going to lock them up. Yeah, yeah. You can't be living on the street like that. If you're offered help and you turn it down, you can't be living on the street. It's ridiculous. Social scientists can tag their ankles with fashionable GPS jewelry, and then you can sponsor them as they travel across country, just like they do with wild animals. James Hayworth says, "Well done on your first amendment." Well, thank you. Yeah, that dubstep beat. Yeah. Well, you can't hear it that well back here because they're in the front of the house. And I talk to the people that are doing this. They're nice people, but to blast music outside, yeah. When I was down here 6, 7 years ago, they were blasting music like that 11 o'clock at night. They didn't give a fuck. I quit on 2/2/22. Good for you. I've been sober for 32 years. Yeah, well, congrats, James. Yeah. Well. What's up, Special K? 1 year went by fast. Yeah, it did. What's up, Hopes? Yeah, I kind of regret coming down here. I don't know what else I was going to do. I mean, I didn't really like the guy I was living with. He didn't like me, you know. So the guy I'm working for now works you hard, man. You fucking work your asshole. Unlike Reese, he likes to make money. Yeah. Do I like cigars? Yes. I gotta quit smoking. I really do. As I smoke, right? Any places to move to? Not lately. Are you still with the libtard boss? No, no, no. I work for Joe again. Some of you might remember Joe used to come on the channel every now and then. Yeah, he's much more organized than Reese. You know, like you never have to work with fucked up equipment. If something's fucked up, he's got something to replace it, or he'll go get it fixed right away. You know, that's the one big major advantage with Joe. I mean, he keeps a tight ship. You know, he keeps a fairly organized garage. Where Reese, it's like find me a screwdriver. It's like in search of. You know, it's like good luck. You know. And that's because, you know, like he's a bartender 30, 40 hours a week. Plus he works he worked with us for a few days, you know. So guy's been doing that for his whole life, you know, and got nobody to help him do paperwork or nothing, you know. And he could have got his sister to help him out with his business. His sister's good with shit like that. Like his sister cuts my hair. But you know, he don't want nobody knowing his business and all this bullshit. You know, he could have had her cleaning his house. She cleans houses. You know, that's what I would have did if I was in his position. I mean, you know, he really don't have time to do shit. So you pay people to do things that need to be done. He could have helped his sister out. You know, he could have paid her to take complaints, to organize his business, to fucking send bills out. You know, I mean, Joe has his mom and dad help him. You know, he wouldn't be able to do that shit. You come home working from doing that shit. You don't want to do paperwork, listen to people's bullshit. You can't beat shadow boards. I don't know what you mean by that. See y'all. Barbecue time. All right, Canuck. Thanks for stopping by. I would lose my mind when the kids were little. Music from the neighbor woke them up as babies, which happened a lot. I eventually told him I was going to call the cops. He said, I am a cop, lady. Yeah. Well, then what you do is you call his commanding officer. That's what you do. You find out what district he's in, and you call his commanding officer. Then you tell him how he flouted in your face that he was a cop. And then when that don't work, you go to the police commissioner. You go to the higher ups. Yeah, now they're blasting music over on the other. Yeah, these fucking people are unbelievable. Well, I got the day off tomorrow. I haven't had 2 days in a row off in about 6 weeks, I think. A blackboard with a high vis markings where the tools go. See where. Yeah, the garage that Reese uses, he has a property about a quarter of a block away from his house, and that has a garage that he uses for a shop. And it's a disaster. I mean, there's birds that have nests in there, and the windows are broken. You hear this shit? It's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. I really would like to do this in my room, but the air conditioner will drive me nuts. So, I guess it is a little cooler in here, so. Yeah. We used to have band practice after we sent the kids back to bed back in the day. Okay. So yeah, how about that Nick Rekeita though, man? Jesus Christ, man. He's it's kind of sad. UN orders halt on offensive in Rafah. Yeah. And the Jews are going to listen to that. All right. You might like this one. It's about 4 minutes. Dude got caught smoking weed in a virtual courtroom. What balls? What balls? Yeah, let's play it.
Next, we're in district court in Ann Arbor, Michigan. 36-year-old Anthony Lane is before Judge Cedric Simpson for a virtual conference. 6 months earlier, Lane was charged with 1 count of possessing methamphetamine or ecstasy and 1 count of possessing a narcotic, cocaine or heroin. Today, Lane is requesting to waive his right to a probable cause hearing and have his case sent straight to circuit court.
Mr. Lane, please state your name for the court.
Anthony Lane.
Good morning, sir.
How you doing?
A waiver for continued plea negotiations and resolution in circuit.
You understand you'll not have that hearing and you'll proceed to circuit court for further resolution.
Yes, sir.
Everything seems to be going as planned until the judge asked the prosecutor if he also agrees to waive the probable cause hearing.
People also waive their right?
Your Honor, I'll agree to waive, but I do want to make a statement on the record. It appeared that earlier in this time block that Mr. Lane was rolling a blunt and might have been smoking.
Earlier that day, while Lane waited in the virtual courtroom, he decided to have a smoke. Another defendant waiting for the judge did a double take when he noticed what Lane was up to. While recreational marijuana use is legal in Michigan, Lane is out on bond and strictly prohibited from taking any drugs or controlled substances. Lane looked cautiously out the vehicle's window, but paid no attention to the phone in front of him that was broadcasting what he was doing, not only on the internet, but directly to the court. He continued smoking during the session and flaunted the blunt up close while Judge Simpson was handling other cases. Court staff took notice and informed the prosecutor.
Your Honor, given that information, I guess we need to adjourn the PCC so Mr. Lane and I can speak further before we wait.
Yeah. I think that might be wise. Mr. Lane, you understand what's happening now?
Yeah.
As part of his bond conditions, Lane is also supposed to be taking regular drug tests.
When's the last time you tested?
2 weeks ago.
You were supposed to be testing 2 times per week.
I tested back to back.
Okay, but have you tested this week?
No, sir.
I'm also going to order that you're to report to community corrections today for a test.
Your Honor, I have no ride today.
Well, you better find somebody to get you a ride down here.
Yeah.
You're the one that brought this on yourself by what you did. So I'm ordering a test today.
Okay,
If you
sir.
don't test today, I'm going to be issuing a warrant to have you picked up.
But as the judge moves on, Lane lingers on the call and lets out a laugh.
You keep laughing, Mr. Lane. I don't think you want to do that. Not with me. You better take yourself off before you think things are too funny. Thank you.
I wasn't laughing at you, sir. I wasn't laughing at you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Court calls case, People versus Chandler Langston.
Lane never made it to community corrections that day, nor did he appear at his next conference. Judge Simpson issued a warrant for his arrest and revoked bond. His case remains open. Thanks for being a fan of Court Cam. Subscribe to A&E to never miss a new video and catch full episodes on AE.
My boy was smoking a blunt during a fucking Zoom hearing. Some people are so brazen they're yeah. See, but if I say something like that, you know, like here's what to expect in a black neighborhood, that makes me racist. It makes me racist. So I'm a racist. Racist. Oh man. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I'm my worst enemy too. I certainly am. No doubt about it. I stayed up late and got up early. Ate like a pig though. Yeah, there's a ton of trash on the streets. It's just terrible down here. You know, I go from working in real nice neighborhoods, you know, to coming home to this. Yeah. You know. I can find something short and interesting on YouTube, but I can't find. So how about Trump in the Bronx? I see all these AI type generated songs and shit. Jesus Christ. Can't find anything interesting. Yeah, I cut a lot of nice properties. Most of the properties we cut are very nice properties. You know? $500,000 homes, $1 million homes. You know, not that that means a whole lot these days. Everything's fucking overpriced, but what's that there, Baldy? Baldy. Onion News.
This is the Onion News Network, keeping you safe from the lies.
Okay, let's start off in Washington, where Deputy FDA Commissioner Steve Hoyer made an announcement today urging Americans to, quote, just eat a goddamn vegetable once in a while.
You just buy a bag of fucking carrots and you eat them the way you'd normally eat a package of hot dogs, okay? You usually stand in front of an open fridge door, shoving them in your fat face cold. Well, then just do that with a carrot. It's that fucking simple. Jesus Christ.
Defense has freed a Panola, Georgia man today after 12 years in federal prison. James Marshall was sentenced to life without parole in 1996 for the mauling death of a state park hiker, Janet Kelly.
Now, I took one look at him and I knew he was the man that mauled and ate my daughter. Now that he's locked up, I pray to God that people can camp in that bear preserve without fearing for their safety.
Throughout his time in prison, Mr. Marshall maintained his innocence, claiming his jaws were not powerful enough to have inflicted the 6-inch deep bites covering Miss Kelly's body, and that he did not eat Miss Kelly's entire left leg and lower torso as charged. Panola police expressed shock at the news as the evidence against Mr. Marshall had been overwhelmingly strong. Marshall worked as a guide at the Panola State Park Visitor Center and was definitively placed within a mile of the crime scene the day after the murder, even though employees had been warned against entering the park due to a rash of bear attacks at the time. The jury took just 20 minutes to reach a verdict, which most attributed to the perverse nature of the murder's details, which included a half-eaten fish found at the crime scene, leading Mr. Marshall to be known as the Salmon Killer. The killer also scattered huge piles of feces around the campsite.
They say after he killed Janet, he spent 5 minutes rubbing his hairy back up against a tree to scratch it. This man is sick.
The mauling was so vicious that Janet's funeral was closed casket. Buried with her was the last photograph she took before she died, a self-portrait of her and 2 bear cubs. However, the DNA evidence has not exonerated Mr. Marshall of a larceny charge for tearing off the trunk of Miss Kelly's car in order to get to the food inside. Mr. Marshall faces a $5,000 fine for that crime. The Panola Police Department today apologized for the inconvenience they caused him and say they plan to reopen the case and, quote, find the black man who did this, unquote. Moving on, the Bob Dole Foundation is awarding scholarships to students who show potential to know who Bob Dole is.
I'm Juliana McCannis, filling in for Clifford Baines, who is slowly counting backwards from 100. Every year, thousands of Americans join Alcoholics Anonymous and have their personalities destroyed as a result. Should we be doing more to warn people about the dangers of joining AA?
Well, it's time we did something. Every year, AA takes countless fun, sociable people and turns them into boring, sanctimonious husks of their former selves.
That is so true. You know, most people can handle sobriety responsibly. They can go to a party, not have a drink, and be fine. But for people in AA, as soon as they get around alcohol, they start talking about their constant struggle with their disease and their need to find clarity.
My father was in AA, and I can still remember the terror that I felt when I'd hear his key in the door after a late night meeting, afraid that he'd want to wake me up and apologize to me for his faults as a father for hours on end.
That is just awful.
No, hold on. I've been very open about my membership in AA. So I read books on sobriety and go to meetings in community centers and drink coffee with strangers late at night.
Look, it's hard not to be resentful of AA when that person who's always been the life of your birthday parties all of a sudden is leaving the party before karaoke even starts.
If you know somebody who's in AA and you see them at a bar or at a party, confront them. Ask them, you know, what's in your cup? What's the matter? Why aren't you drinking?
We don't need your help. It's just a matter of turning to a higher power.
Look, I used to have a very close friend, but he gave up drinking. And now he won't even answer the phone when I call, screaming incoherently at 2 a.m. just to sing Rolling Stone songs like we used to do at the bar after
Look,
work. Right
my
across the
AA
street.
isn't a problem. I do not let it affect my home or my work life. So
David,
what is this
David,
imposition
no
about?
idea.
We
One
can't
of us.
sit here anymore and listen to you becoming more and more smug and self-satisfied.
No, I need AA. I can't get through the week
David,
without it.
We have a video we'd like to show you.
It's time.
You're not the same man I married, David. I can't even have a sip of wine without you sighing loudly. David, you have a problem. You are obnoxious.
I didn't realize that my sobriety was hurting my family.
Well, it is, David.
Hurting all of us. David, take this.
It's gonna be okay.
Shit.
Come on.
Do it.
You know you want to, David.
Mm-hmm.
Atta boy, David. There you go.
Cheers! Cheers!
Yeah, I don't think it seems to be able to find anything interesting. Here, this one's funny. School serves chicken and water.
Reassuring her daughter after a racially insensitive lunch option was served at Nyack Middle School the first day of Black History Month.
Tell you the truth, I'm sick and tired of it all. Because I'm Black, as you can see, and I'm the head of the department who gave the okay for the chicken, waffles, and watermelon. Everything ain't got to be racist, man. Everything ain't got to be racist.
Instead of Philly cheesesteak, broccoli, and fresh fruit, Aramark, the food service company that provides meals to the district, served chicken and waffles and watermelon.
I came home from a long, hard day of work, and it hit me. I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right. How come each stereotype is something that race should be proud about? You think little Mexican babies come home, mi papi, mi amigo? My friends were saying in school that you work so hard. They say like you make 4 or 5 houses a day because you got the knowledge to do it so fast. Why? You think white little babies are coming home and saying, Mommy, today at school, they served unseasoned chicken. Unseasoned. You know what they say about us, right?
Back in 2018, another racially insensitive meal was served at New York University during Black History Month. It included barbecued ribs, collard greens, cornbread, Kool-Aid, and watermelon-flavored water.
But listen, come Monday, all you kids, y'all gonna have a choice of mystery meat on a stick and rice. And you can wash it all down with a delicious 8 ounces of tap water. Now go run and tell your mama that.
Go run and tell your mama that. See if I can find something there.
Yo.
So we're all being lectured to right now on the 4-year anniversary of George Floyd being fentanyl free, of course, that black people out there are constantly hunted down by the cops. Them cops, boys, got nothing better to do than harass young future engineers and scientists just trying to get to engineer space school. With a slight deviation into, we're going to blast a fire extinguisher into this cop's car over here. But hey, black people are afraid of the cops, I was told. All of you black people out there got to give your kids, you got to sit your kids down. You got to give them the birds and the bees talk and the cops putting their knees on you talk, apparently. No, I don't think any of these black people at all are remotely afraid of the cops. I'm watching a bunch of shitheads in Chicago twerking on cop cars. I'm watching fuckers in Portland sideswiping police cars. You've got dudes pulling up on police cars, telling the cop to roll down their window. Then they blast him with a fire extinguisher and then speed off. And if that cop caught up to them, beat the shit out of them, they would scream racisms. There is some actual racism going on here, by the way. It's the low standard set by white, gullible libtards. That's you idiots out there. You are going to get black people killed because black people think that they can get away with this. And so, look at this fucking video right here. Look at this. Right now, you're being told that George Floyd would be alive if fucking cops weren't racist, constantly hunting down black people. And then they all conveniently ignore shit like this. Like, how do you get in a predicament where the cops are pulling you over? Well, with George Floyd, it has to do with you selling motherfucking fentanyl, passing around counterfeit money and slinging fentanyl. That's how he got into that proximity with them fucking cops. And these idiots over here are blasting cops with fire extinguishers. You know the best way to not get fucking killed by a cop? Don't attack them. I mean, holy shit! Is that the talk that you guys need to have with your kids? Huh? Is this what Obama's telling his daughters? Is this what all of these Hollywood kid fucker weirdos are pretending to tell their kids? Right? Oh well, Will Smith when he's not slapping fucking dudes. Oh well, if you're ever pulled over by the cops, man, watch out because they can fucking kill you. Cops ain't gonna fucking kill you if you keep your hands on your goddamn steering wheel and say, "What's up, officer? What's the matter?" Well, you blasted me in the face with a fucking fire extinguisher, so get the shit out of the car. Oh, actually, officer, I was told that I could punch you in your fucking orbital socket and reach for your gun. Right, Kamala Harris? Right, Elon Omar? Right, every single one of you dipshit fucking morons of the left-hand side. They want dead black kids. How is anybody not seeing this at this point? Telling black kids, giving cover to black kids to do shit like this is going to get more black kids killed. And this is how Democrats fundraise. For fuck's sake, they're all putting out massive amounts of tweets right now about George fucking Floyd. George Floyd's a fucking fentanyl head. And so there you go. That's the NYPD in an absolute stand down. They cannot hold or maintain law and order because if they did anything to this car full of fucking lunatics blasting cops with fire extinguishers, they would be called racist. They'd have their pensions taken from them and they'd probably be arrested, right? So what are you going to get? Well, you're going to get more criminality. You're going to get. You think they stop at this, by the way? These idiots are blasting cops with fire extinguishers. Do you think that they're heading to fucking AP calculus class now? No, idiots. They're going to go rob people. They're going to go carjack people. That car's probably fucking stolen. Allegedly, of course. I have no idea. I'm just imagining. If you're brazen enough to do stupid shit like that, you probably don't just call it a day. You don't wake up, do this, and then call it a day with your fucking stupid criminal hijinks. You're probably going to do more and more and more and more stupid shit, which again is what the left-hand side, the globalist establishment wants. It wants continued interactions between black youth and police. They tell the police to stand down and encourages crazy black youth like this to do crazy shit like this. And eventually they're going to run into a cop that says, no, you know what? Fuck this. And he's going to start blasting the fucking car. And then the Democrats go, oh my God, how could this happen? How could this happen? Oh my God, how did this happen? You did this. Hold fucking people responsible when they steal shit from a fucking 7-Eleven, and they probably won't graduate to stealing cars, running away from cops, running cops down, and then getting shot by fucking cops. But again, that's only if you want to have a society of law and order. And the Democrats, globalists, the rhino kid fuckers, they don't want that. They want chaos. They want chaos. They're making it. They're making it, by the way. There you go. Fucking insane. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video, supporting the channel. If you want to be kept up to date with this lunacy over here, hit that subscribe button and make way, because the salt must flow.
You see that? See that dude shooting a fire extinguisher in a police car? Oh my God! See if I can find something. Oh man, it's getting hot. Let's see if this is funny.
Thanks, mate. Cheers. The other day, I nicked Reese.
You nicked who?
Reese. Digga D.
Oh, fucking hell. Reese Herbert. Digga D.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he was argumentative. He was. Yeah, he's gone. Doing a couple of years. Yo, bro, you know what just happened, fam? This guy chased me for like 30 minutes, bro. Yeah, bro, I don't know, fam. It's just. Hey, bro, what are you doing,
No
bro?
one steals at my Tesco. No one steals at my Tesco.
You have no life, fam.
But all I want. But how? Yeah, why are you chasing me from? I've got no life. Do you have a life? I've got no life. I just wanted some condoms, man. I just wanted to fuck, bro. You're not gonna get a bonus. Like, you're not gonna get promoted.
Of course, that's not even funny. It's fucking stupid. All right, listen, people, I'm going to get out of here because it's too fucking hot. This asshole going to turn the air on in here. I have an air conditioner in my room, but you guys wouldn't like it. Believe me, it's way too loud. But thank everybody for stopping by. We'll try to stream tomorrow. I'm off of work. My ass is sticking to the chair, so it's time to move on. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did discuss McKay's downfall. Yeah, he's kind of fucked. I don't think he'll go to jail, but you know. Thanks, Bobby. All right, people, I'm out of here.